I came to the UK about 5 to 6 years ago. I was broke as fuck for the first almost 3 to 4 years living in the UK. And I had issues with my visa. I dropped out, my parents went broke, and I still ended up, doing well with having those visa issues, with having no money, with having no parent support. But the main thing which kept me ahead of the herd was I was acquiring skills in that whole hardship time where I was working in a shop, where I was a boss man. I was, working in a warehouse. I was doing security shifts and all of these things while everything was happening. I was not coming back to Netflix and chill, or wasting my time with girls. I did a fair share of that as well, and if I didn't, maybe I would have ended up in a better situation. Maybe not, probably yes. But in that time I tried to maximize my skills that I had in my pocket. So when the time comes, when they meet the right person, what I mean by the right person is that when you meet the rich and dumb person, the rich person who is not smarter than you, because there's a lot of them out there, or the rich person who wants to delegate their task. I will have the skills that they can delegate to so that I can take advantage of that opportunity while I can get out of that broke phase, or matrix as they call it. That's exactly what ended up happening. I ended up meeting a person who bought a company who is worth probably in the multiple nine figures. Very good mentor of mine, very good friend of mine. You can probably deep down research on me on somewhere on the social media, and you can find his name as well. This guy built a few tech companies to nine-figure valuations, and he was on this run to make this another company go to the same valuation. And he wanted a really strong sales guy. I ended up being in the sales platform at that time with high ticket sales. I ended up being one of those candidates. He hired me eventually. My day-to-day is involved with a software company which is providing software in the healthcare space. Basically, I control all the sales, marketing, branding, all of these type of things. And I just want to give you a little bit of insights how I helped them grow from 10K to 80K per month in less than a year. And I also operate a marketing agency since I've got results, and I was able to get results for other people as well. Ran a bunch of ads. I did dropshipping. I did that successfully. When I was 18, I scaled up a dropshipping store from 0 to literally 50K in the first month without any money in my bank account. And a bunch of things which led to another thing, and me learning a lot about marketing and how to put out your product, how to make sure that you're not wasting much time listening to a lot of fluff on the internet and trying to pay someone on Fiverr to get a fancy ad, or get these strategies, or buy this complicated course or something like that. I just want to make this YouTube channel the place where whatever I learn, I just want to put in some videos and make it a free course. Like anyone can go and be like, okay, how do I run my Facebook ads for software? How do I run my Facebook ads for lawyers? I've done that. How do I make say Facebook ads for care agencies, for influencers, for dropshipping, for e-commerce, anything? I just want to make it like the go-to type of channel for that. So today what we're going to talk about is actually something other than Facebook ads or Google ads or YouTube ads. It is the landing page. So when people click on your ad and they come on the landing page, a lot of people try to complicate this with getting complex designs, trying to put fancy animations and just overthinking landing pages, while the biggest and the best in the industry literally revealed to you by putting ads in front of your face, and you clicking on them, and you opting in, and you buying their product, while you still think that they teach you to make it very complicated process for you. So I simplified it down to a very shitty little slide, I guess, or one picture, and I just want to show that to you. So let me just share my goddamn screen. This is all you need to know when launching a landing page. Basically, this landing page will pretty much bare minimum confirm you 30% conversion rates. You're going to see probably really high conversion rates if your ad on the front end is really good, right? But for a cold audience where you don't have any personal brand, I think 30% is amazing, because out of 100 people who are walking by, never hearing about you, never hearing about your product, 30 people of those 100 are going to opt in for this. And out of those, if you have a good sales team, then other parts of the funnel come in place. But for the landing page, let's look into that. So the first thing is your headline, right? And this headline, we'll talk about this because I will literally show you my next funnel that I am planning to launch And I will show you what logic I built it with. And this is the logic I built it with. The headline should have results with logic, what they're doing, what the prospect is doing, and how you were able to get results in the same thing that they were doing. And you should give them some sort of emotional proof or something like that. 500 other people did that, 3,000 other people did that, something like that. That is the headline. Something like reveal how we made X amount of money with only $100 spent in ads, something like that, right? And the second thing is what they learn and they get. So they read the headline. How the hell is this happening? Like, how do you get this? Okay, you go to the next step and you see, oh, if I opt in for this, I will learn how to do this. But I'm not gonna just learn fugazi. I'm gonna learn something about value number one, information number two. Let's say we're talking about dropshipping, how to scale ads for dropshipping without bleeding on budget, how to pretty much have 100% success rate with scaling your ads, how to manage CBO and ABO campaigns in your ad account, how to find winning products without testing 10,000 different products. These type of things you can see, and the prospect can see, and they can be like, okay, I'm getting some sort of value out of this, right? And these need to be really 4 really strong points, which you should probably get from your sales team or the lead marketer in your company, or someone who really knows how to sell the product. If it's a CEO, if it's someone else, they should be able to tell you what is the biggest and strongest selling point when it comes to selling this product, for emotional triggers on sales call, which always end up closing the sales, the sales prospect, I guess. And then the third thing is personal brand touch. So every brand, I think, should start, obviously, as you probably know from internet, you should have a personal brand on this internet, right? And I didn't realize that for a long time, and that, I guess, really hurt me, because I'm like not that successful on the internet. It seems like no one knows me, right? And if everyone knew us, if everyone knew everyone, they would be definitely like more biased. They'd be like, okay, more biased towards that person, right? Automatically, you get a bias out of having a personal brand. So you can kind of like start building, personal brand by putting yourself on the landing page and putting a face to the name, basically. The second thing is your highlights. So what have you done so far in your career? Obviously, if you're making this type of landing page, you probably have some sort of skill, or you can just indirectly put a benefit of your product in that highlight. That is what I mean by personal brand. Very important, because it puts a face to the name. People can trust your brand more since they know there's someone behind it. Okay. Last thing is shit ton of testimonials, right? This is probably the most important. And this is probably the least achievable by most people, but you need to get this stuff sorted out, man. Like, you need to get testimonials. I don't know, give out free product to someone, give out a free product to your friend, give out a free product to your family members, get testimonials from Facebook groups, sending people, your product, or just exchanging reviews, something like that. As long as you have testimonials, there's going to be a lot of trust, and make sure they're real testimonials, because you can easily tell the difference between real and fake testimonials. And trust me, I know it best, because I've worked with people who have sent me so many fake testimonials, and I can easily spot them out. When I'm becoming the marketer in their company, I can tell them that, hey, this is a fake testimonial, and this is probably not going to work, and we need to change this stuff. We need to make it more real. Send the product, even if you're like, I don't know, faking it, just send the product to the person, tell them to use it, and tell me the honest review before you even tell them to make the fake testimonial. Something like that. Just get a shit ton of testimonials from nearby family and friends, or go on Facebook groups. Man, I found my first partner for dropshipping on a Facebook group, and I can tell you that these Facebook groups are very powerful. When we go and run marketing for local businesses, we used to do that. We still do that to some extent. And basically, the first thing we used to tell them is that you need to increase your reviews on Google Maps, right? When you go to search a business on Google Maps, what's the first thing you see? Right? If for a restaurant, you see reviews. For clinics, for dentists, you see reviews. That's the main thing which sells the customer on local businesses, on Amazon, on, I don't know, AliExpress, any website. Reviews matter the most. why I can guarantee 30% conversion rates is because I've tested it so many times. There's just two examples of these. This one, we were getting registrations for $2 and 44% conversion rate. Here we're this is actually a fully cold campaign. Like, no one literally never heard about this new country we launched ads in, and 31.9% conversion rates on a cold audience. Right. And this is underreported actually. So a lot of people who run Facebook ads, you probably know that Facebook underreports a lot of metrics. So this was actually around 506 registrations. So you can calculate that. I think that will be more than 35% probably. But let me show you what's my next funnel that I am planning to release for my own OnCare company, for my ads, and what is the mind process, the process, like basically this logic put into action. Here we go. Person lands on the page, see how 500 plus home care agencies maintain 400,000 billable hours every month. Anyone who is running a care agency, they will read this and they will understand this because this is their language, right? 400,000 plus billable hours. They know what that is, and they get a little bit curious. They go scroll down. There's a VSL there. Basically, it's a software. Right, it's a software. I just go into explaining how it works. I don't need to show it here, but then they can get a free trial if they click on it. They can sign up on the pop-up over here, which is going to have the form, very basic stuff. But then this is where you show them what they get, what they learn, how to differentiate from other local care providers, getting ready-made custom care plans. Wow, ready-made custom care plans. Who's going to do the care plan for me? Are they legitimized? Are they real people, healthcare people? These type of questions have arise now. There's a little bit of personal brand, head of sales and marketing at OnCare, serving 98 million per year, this type of stuff. And then there's a timer, which is expired because I didn't. Then there's a shit ton of testimonials, and these are real testimonials we have. People send this to her over the years, and this is good enough for a phone, because on the phone it's gonna scroll for a decent amount of time, at least 2-3 seconds. You can go on and on and on and on, right? And this is gonna gain a lot of trust, especially in this space, B2B. If there's a lot of testimonials, people usually end up opting in. That is my, I guess, video for today. Landing page simplified. Get a shit ton of reviews. Work on that. Send your product to some people. Get reviews for free. Get genuine reviews from your friends, from your family. Be honest to yourself, and the universe is going to be honest to you. As long as you put more testimonials on the page, people will address that, it will convert, and then you can make sales because they already have bias then. And then you have a face with the name, you have a VSL if you want, and then finally you sell them. Khalas. So I want to make a video next on sales presentations. In my company, we've had pretty decent closing rates. Like sometimes you don't even show the product and still we close clients, even though it's a little bit complicated product. And I want to make video on sales and sales presentation. Webinars I do myself where I make presentations, and I want to walk you through 7 to 8 different questions that need to be answered, which leaves the prospects objection less after the presentation.